What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here at beautiful PGA National Resort, here for the Cognizant Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Today's Tuesday. We're actually doing some media coverage. We just sat in on Chris Kirk's interview, the previous winner of last year, which was the Honda Classic. And today we'll be kind of checking out the grounds, seeing kind of the first time here, so
Yeah,
never really seen it. But what do you think, Dave? It's a pretty fucking beautiful course out here.
It is gorgeous. It's super nice. Can't wait to actually get around and check out some of the different holes, especially Bear Trap. But it's been pretty surreal for being first, not only first tournament, really covering it, but being able to be
essentially
in that press room with defending champ Chris Kirk. So that was pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty stoked to be here.
It is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
we just walked by the.
Very cool vibe. It's different. I mean, I've been to I've seen tournaments in the past, like Arnold Palmer, but this is different. We're here. No one else is here. Just media people like us,
And
big J
PGA
journalists.
Boulevard is what the street is. When you're
Yeah.
driving in here, this is the epitome of golf community, right?
Yeah.
This is courses all over the place. It's a massive golf community.
It's awesome.
The weather right now is beautiful. It's probably 72 degrees, sunny. You can't ask for a better situation in terms of the start of the week, and I'm sure the players are ecstatic to be here. And we have a pretty stacked field. I mean, historically, this is not a big,
way more than usual
field, right? Just because there's a lot of tournaments that are coming down the line here in Florida, plus the Masters coming up and all that. So I think it's top 10, top 60 players on the field this week.
Yeah, some guys highlighting it. You got Rory, you got
Ricky's out here, which is a big name.
You got Shane Lowry, Justin Rose.
Right.
You've got
Batia, which is a young, one of the young guys that we know are big golfers out here.
Yeah, Sung Jae Im, Minwoo Lee. There's a lot of good golfers out here, and so it's it seems more stacked than usual, which is great.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to give you some specialized content for it. So
no, we're excited.
super
So stay tuned. We'll be providing. Hopefully, we have an interview coming up with exemptionless Chase Johnson, who's got an awesome story that we're going to be able to share. So we'll share some of that, and we'll see what else comes along the way throughout the week.
Maybe you'll hear a couple questions from us in some pressers.
Yes,
so.
definitely. So stay tuned, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stay Tranquilo segment today. We're here at the Cognizant Classic doing a little Tranquilo Tee Time here. We got Chase Johnson. He had the pleasure of giving us some time today, so we appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Yeah,
how was the practice round today?
Today was good. It was nice. Yet the last couple days the wind's been down, and I looked in the forecast earlier in the week and saw that the wind was going to be up for the tournament. So it's nice to kind of get a little bit of taste of that, especially on the Bear Trap on 15, 16, and 17. And definitely changes those holes a little bit. So got some good work in today, figured out the pins, and we're ready to go.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about that Bear Trap. How was that little stretch of those 3 holes?
We did
we did actually a simulator version of that, and we played it.
You don't want to know the scores. Now
it was brutal.
They asked me walking out of 17 tunnel today, what the guess is for how many balls will be in the water. What was your guys' numbers for that?
Oh.
North or south of 20?
Which 15 is the one that has the water in front of the green, right?
And to the right, yeah.
And to the right. So I actually put that on the green.
Nice.
It's my only green in regulation on the back 9.
Ooh,
then
clutch.
16 and 17 was a disaster, and then 18 we don't even want to talk about it.
we made the mistake by not putting stroke limit on it. So we got into some
stuck.
Yeah. Let's just say we shot a full round in that.
That's fine. The holes played great. They're beautiful. I have some good memories out here too. This place hosts a big junior golf tournament that I played in. It's called the Optimus International, and so I came in 4th in that when I was 14. And they had a tournament within the tournament specifically for the Bear Trap holes, and I ended up winning that part.
Nice.
So
that's sick. I mean,
cool. Even par, nothing too special,
dude,
but I'll take
even
par.
Those 3 holes is a good stretch of golf.
I'll take even par.
So one of the things that we wanted to talk about was we noticed that you're part of the APGA, which represents a lot of diversity, and being Stay Tranquilo, that's one of the things that we want to focus on. We want to focus on helping grow the game of golf more towards the Latin community and the Hispanic community, and as anybody that wants to anybody that wants to grasp onto the game. And we love the game, we play it, and we've really grown to appreciate it for sure. But I know the APGA does a lot of initiatives to help grow the game. Can you talk a little bit about what they do, some of the things that you've done maybe to help kind of grow the game in different ways that maybe not the regular golfer might be able to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, opportunity is a huge thing that the APGA focuses on. And I mean, golf is just, I mean, to be completely honest, it's not a level playing field.
Right.
You can have all the skill in the world, but resources and finance is a huge influence on this game.
That's a very
versus going to a court or, you know, a field and showing your athleticism.
Golf is not cheap or very affordable for everyone, and that's a very good point that you make, because I honestly haven't heard someone say that, which is cool for you to say.
Yeah, it's and so they put a big emphasis on, you know, purse and bonus and stuff like that, to where I obviously still have to earn it, but they do take a big step in the right direction towards supporting their players and getting you know, players to the next level and encouraging them in that aspect. And it's just, you know, as far as what I can do to push, you know, I always try to answer questions like with buddies, and you know, I grew up in the first tee of Greater Akron, and so any chance I get to help out with first tee programs or any kind of program that you know, just gets people introduced to the game of golf, and because it's a huge networking system, whether or not you plan on becoming a professional golfer. I mean, in the first tee programs, and you know, Tigers Foundation, they are starting to put a huge emphasis on like that STEM, I think it's called, the STEM program, and a lot of like academic backing as well. So it's just really cool, the influence that golf and, you know, organizations like APGA and First Tee and Tigers Foundation have on the community that they're based in.
It's great to see how the game of golf has grown, and I think initiatives like that are great. But Dave, I know you got a few questions too.
Well, kind of to piggyback off that, the last time we saw you was at the Genesis, and you got the exemption from, you know, Tiger himself.
Yeah.
How much did that mean to you? And obviously Tiger is not only a role model to almost everybody, you know, considered the best by most. What did that mean to you personally?
It was, I mean, that's
it's
the best player of all time.
I
mean, in my head, he's the GOAT, and you grow up playing his video games, trying to mirror him. I have a picture that my dad has from when I was 4 and Tiger was, I think, 20, right before he won the Masters, and our finishes are identical, and he has our silhouettes framed.
That's awesome.
And you know, as a kid going to the Bridgestone Invitational in Ohio, I remember getting Justin Rose's autograph, and I handed him the picture. He's like, "Why do you want me to sign a picture of Tiger?" And it was my swing as 4 at like 4. So my dad built my swing off of him. So I mean, to get an award from him, to be able to play in his event, and the way that he had announced it, that, you know, I let my clubs do the talking for me last season and earned it. Growing up, the Tiger Woods story movie, it was like a TV kind of film. I loved it. It was my favorite movie. And he would say, as like Tiger's character in the movie would say, I let my clubs do the talking for me. So having, you know, 20 years later, that same phrase spoken back to me about me from Tigers.
That's gotta be that's surreal. Yeah, that's gotta be as like surreal as it gets.
Yeah.
But I guess more on, like you said, you let the clubs or your game do the talking for you. What did you learned from the Genesis that you're going to take over this weekend here at the Cognizant? What obviously it's different because you got Bermuda here and all that, but you know, what you're going to take from there?
It's, again, everything that I've kind of been working on has been verified or validated. You know, every opportunity I've had, I've been able to make something of it, and I always take positives away from it. I had a really poor ball striking day first round at Genesis, and scraped it around, and the scrambling and putting were really good that day. On the weekend, I struck it beautifully and didn't make anything. So the thing that I'm kind of learning from my events is I just need to get the ball in the hole a little quicker on the greens on weekends. It hasn't been a nerve thing or anything. I've been hitting my lines. I've been hitting good putts. My reads just haven't been there. So I've been trying to put an emphasis on green reading this week and just getting comfortable with, I mean, obviously, it's like you said, I'm going from Poe out there to Bermuda here. So it's a little different, but we're making progress, so hopefully it can show this week.
So I just to kind of go on to that, when you go into reading the greens, I guess pre-tournament, what's kind of that approach look like? Is it something that when you're going out on the practice rounds, you're taking a little bit more time on the greens than you probably usually do on a regular practice round? Like, what's kind of that that process for you when doing that?
So this week it's been more emphasis on speed
Okay.
for me, because obviously speed dictates the line. You know, there's a lot of theories behind it, but it all bases off of speed. So if you're a dyer, like where the putt dies in the hole, you got to play more break. If you're a bit like, you know, 18 inches 2 feet past, it's going to be going in on a firmer line, so there's less break. So just kind of choosing what speed I want to see the ball go into the hole at, and then working back from there. And then at that point, it's just, you know, reps, just hitting different lines, hitting different putts, and kind of seeing where the consistency lies.
Right.
Whether I'm missing them low because I'm hitting it too soft and not matching the speed to what I'm seeing, or vice versa. So
makes sense.
just trial and error. That's the game.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. You got a couple other questions?
We've got a segment called the sleeve. It's gonna be 3, not really rapid fire, but different types of questions. All right.
You put me on blast. All right, I'm ready for it.
All right, you ready?
You're gonna like it.
You got this. You got
this.
this. All right. First question: your lowest round ever in Tiger Woods' PGA Tour game?
46.
Ooh, what course? Separate outside of that.
46.
That's a low.
Damn.
All right,
Yeah.
46.
Video game record?
46.
Yeah, it might be.
So I thought I was, you know, hot at I don't know who to say, but and so I went online and I'm like, this is easy. Like if you birdie all 18, you know, I'm like, I got this. And then I went out there and guys were shooting like 41s. I'm like, I don't even know how this is possible, but I'm done.
Yeah.
Like that 46, everything went right. I holed out like 3 or 4 times. Like it was insane. Went online and guys are just doing this like regularly.
Yeah.
I think it was like Tiger Woods 2004 or 5 or something like that. Like
I love how you knew though. That's
yeah, I know. All right, question 2. I heard you're a Harry Potter guy. If you're in Hogwarts, what house are you?
Oh, Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Oh,
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's sick.
Ravenclaw.
I would
Nice.
be. I took the quizzes. I'm a Harry Potter guy too. I'm a Hufflepuff. So
No, Hufflepuff is goated. Like I'm a Ravenclaw, but everyone gives crap on Hufflepuff. They got all the best characters.
yeah. Well,
They
listen,
really do.
my guy also in the game. I don't know if you've played the game too, Hufflepuff.
I only have 200 hours.
Oh.
I'm not embarrassed by it.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, then last one. Dream person to play a golf round with.
Tiger still.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Tiger still.
Yeah.
Still haven't gotten. I was hoping everything went well and we could have a late Sunday pairing last week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you know, he hopefully he's feeling better and we'll see him again quite soon. And hopefully I can take advantage of this opportunity and you know, have another chance to play with him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
One last question before we wrap it up. Obviously, our mantra is "Stay Tranquilo." What does that mean to you? There's no wrong or right answer to this.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
No, just staying chill and in the moment for me. It's you know, I actually started working with a breathing coach right before Genesis, on the at the tournament. Like they're on site. He had reached out to me and I was like, you know, I'm all for trying new things to make me better, and so we had worked on some mental stuff and
Nice.
You know, I'm hooked on it now. It's like
It is
a great feeling. Like when you're going through the breathing, the feeling is invigorating, and meditation and just like the mental aspect of this game is 80% of it. So it's huge, and just stay chill and in the moment.
I love that.
Awesome.
We appreciate your time. You good? You got anything else?
All good, man. This is
Sweet.
awesome. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Thanks, boys.
Best of luck this weekend, man.
Appreciate
it.
What are some of the initiatives that players like you and enthusiastic fans like ourselves can do to grow the game in the Latino and Hispanic community?
Like I said, I grew up in Colombia, and it's special. It's not the game is not the biggest in our countries, but it continues to grow. I remember when I was a kid, and I would look at the guys, and it starts with your countrymen. And then you turn on the TV and you watch the stars on the PGA Tour, and then you turn on the TV and you're watching the majors, and that's what lights that little fire. I think everybody out here on the PGA Tour is an example that yes, dreams come true. We all had a point in our careers where we dream about just playing golf for a living. To all those youngsters in my Latin community, just keep getting inspired by us, that dreams come true. And
Hi, David from Stay Tranquilo. Wanted to see what's your go-to post-round meal, maybe like a little arroz con pollo. What's your go-to?
well, you know what? I try to. I don't know. I've been eating a lot of steak lately, man. I love steak. But the most important thing, just changing a little topic, is just you're out there for 5 hours, and you gotta have nutrition. So if you're feeling hungry when you finish your round, that means you're not doing the right thing while you're playing. So we're constantly eating, keeping the energy up, and then. But yeah, I mean, it's always nice. I mean, I'm home this week, and trust me, one of the nights will be arroz con pollo too.
I've always liked this golf course because it's very challenging. You can't fake it around here. I feel like it tests all aspects of your game. It's pretty common for South Florida, 10 to 20 mile an hour winds, and you have to hit solidly struck golf shots, and it'll expose you if you don't or if you're a little bit off.
Is there a hole in specific that you enjoy playing most on this course?
Whichever one I stay out of the water.
Andre from Stay Tranquilo. We know last week was an emotional win, and the story came out that you and your grandfather shared a lot of memories where you guys would share a cigar and that he would have a box for you after your win. Was there a specific cigar that he enjoyed or that you had after the Mexican Open?
Yeah, it was Macanudo. So nice. They came in those little white tubes. Mm-hmm. And then when I was a kid, he would fill them up with dimes and give them to me. That was kind of my bonus.
Fellow South Florida guy, I want to know what it's like, playing courses like Crandon growing up and how they compare to, big tournaments like this.
Well, they're similar in the way that, the grass is very familiar to me. This year I think they overseeded the rough, which is a little different. Sometimes they overseed it, sometimes they don't. In my opinion, I like it to be as challenging as possible and kind of weed out some of the other players that are unfamiliar with the course. But it's always a great event, and the scores, when you have a finish like the Bear Trap, there's just always a big number waiting to happen, no matter how well you're playing. So that's, I think, what makes the tournament so exciting.
What's up, guys? So that's a wrap. We're wrapping up day 2 here at the Cognizant Classic. We had an awesome experience this week.
Incredible.
Hopefully we get to, kind of piggyback off of this momentum from this week. And we got to meet some awesome guys, got to sit in the pressers for a couple player interviews this week, which was really cool. Got to ask a few questions. So that was really neat. But, I mean, the course is beautiful. I'm really excited to see how the tournament actually ends up playing out. Just because a lot of things have changed this week. Yeah. So curious about that. But yeah, what did you think? What were your takeaways from this week?
Honestly, it was unreal to have this access. So shout out to PGA. Hopefully, we can do more of these. It's one of those experiences that definitely will stick with me because, like you said, like being able to even, interview players and ask questions in press conferences. And just being behind the scenes of a lot what goes down here is pretty cool. So this is.
It was a very neat experience. Very really, neat experience. A lot really of you seeing kind of like everything unfolding as the week progresses. Yeah. Today a busier day too. People getting ready as the tournament starts tomorrow.
Going on. So
Pro-Am's going on. We saw Tua a little while ago, which was pretty cool. So
Tua's gonna take that thing home. So
but course is in great condition. Weather's good. It's a little windy. It seems like that's gonna be the main factor here with the rough a little bit shorter than usual. So we'll see what the scores look like this week. I think it's anybody's tournament to take, and I think it'll be exciting this weekend. A lot of people in contention on Sunday for sure.
For sure.
So we'll see. But thanks, guys. Thanks again for tuning in and watching all of this content, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.